you from Ascalon? I don't...
No, I'm not.
Give me your blood!
Die sind ganz schön krass. What the fuck? Was ist denn mit denen? Wieso? Es klingt, als ob das Rebellen wären. Rebellen, die dem Ascalon Club nicht besonders wohlgesonnen wären. Oh, eine Hand. Hallo. Die können viel coolere Sachen als ich. Keep out.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. It's locked.
Keep out, keep out, keep out. Hier lang? Maybe? Oh yeah.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Der war nicht alleine. Unterschlupf. Unterschlupf. Shut up. Hier waren wir noch nicht.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British Vampire Society. Good evening, miss. Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you would...
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to...
I understand she... What do you think?
I was...
Yes.
A small...
You were...
Come on.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individual...
Even if that's partly...
I suppose you're right.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign.
Have you any reason to be worried?
Recently, Emily started.
Let me guess.
Oh, that would be top notch. I can tell you. What your name and profession?
Does it not?
Why should?
Oh, Mist.
Yes, you should. I killed my own.
You can't be
Glad you found it amusing.
I will, Dr. Reid.
Tell me about.
What do you want to know?
Who are your
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my.
How did you meet?
First, I was an orphan in the institute.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite busy these last few nights.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, sir. May I?
Come on, Johnny.
Clarence.
I almost didn't recognize you.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What is it?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Vampires.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other, and so many things have happened.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
But you're alive.
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Do you need meds?
It's a little late for...
What can I say?
I hope we're talking about...
You need some rest.
Oh. Okay. Temple Garden. Wahrscheinlich gibt's hier Blood. Beware. Okay, hier gehen wir wieder runter. Okay. Das hier ist noch kein Jagdgrund für uns. Wir sollten weggehen. Stufe 29 ist ganz schön hart. Eigentlich dachte ich, dass wir hier noch einen Menschen finden. Aber es sieht nicht so aus.
I can't believe I'm
Doing this. Du bist so eine Heulsuse, Jonathan. Seid ihr froh, dass wir Ratten aussagen anstatt Menschen?
It's locked. All right.
Überall sind die Türen verschlossen. Diese sicherheitsfanatischen Menschen immer. Ach, hier West. Ah. Aha. Oh. Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Ich verstehe. Das hier ist kampffreies Gebiet, deswegen können wir hier drin nicht porten.
Women's right to vote is only the first step. The equality between men and women.
Between men and women. Okay, hier geht's nicht weiter. Der warnt hier auch alle vor Vampiren. The North Dogs. Steckspiel. Lady Ashbury. Okay, wenn ich weiter hier lang gehe, dann...
Good evening, miss. Can I...
I am...
Miss, you don't seem well at all.
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Biller, oh, please, try to concentrate.
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Dann red doch über ihn.
What is the look?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
Tell me about...
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Doctor?
Don't you remember who you are, miss?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. It...
I must...
Die ist ein bisschen durch. Crunchy little bones. It's locked, alright. Oh nee, doch nie. The hell?
I cannot enter.
Nie können wir irgendwo rein.
It's locked.
Ah. Oh. Wo können wir denn da hin? Kritisch. Oh Mann. Kritisch ist ja nicht so gut. Ich habe aber noch nicht viele Bürger gefunden. Ich wüsste auch gar nicht, wo die sich jetzt noch alle verstecken sollten. Temple Garden. Hier waren wir doch schon. Hier war ja niemand. Aha. Hello.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan,
I know, Avery.
Miss Reid expected you to return to...
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reid is very fragile since the police brought her back.
The police?
Miss Reid was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter.
Has she received appropriate...
I'm taking care of Miss Reid myself.
Perhaps we could...
I'm afraid Miss Reid is too frail.
What is the situation?
For a time, the West End seems spared by the epidemic.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews.
I'm sorry.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my...
I would not dare to question you.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I lived.
This house is dead, Avery.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
Goodbye.
Of course.
Mein eigenes Haus und ich kann nicht... Oh, und ich kann nicht hingehen, wohin ich will. Mäh. Aubrey. Hey, Mom.
Mother.
Jonathan, is it you?
I'm right here, Mother.
Yes, for this son of
Mary. She...
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she...
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames.
What happened, Johnny?
I was attacked, Mother. And I've not been the same since.
The important thing is that you find...
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too.
It was just...
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the
Mother.
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost?
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Unser Vater lebt noch.
Do you think... Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how...
Have I changed that much, Mother?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Aww.
Are you working?
Not recently.
I recently met a talented painter with an...
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad.
Do you need...
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery...
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise.
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Geht klar.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you?
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different?
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
But Mary...
Yes, and are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead?
Ah.
And my grandson, and my son-in-law, you're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
Goodbye, Mother.
Ach so, warte, ich wollte noch...
Goodbye.
Ist die krank? Ah nee, sie ist nicht krank. Gott, wir könnten unsere eigene Mutter aussaugen. Boy, oh boy. Yay! Kleiner...